Hello, my name is Austin Lehman, and welcome to the next edition of Austin Weekend. Coming over here is Dad.
Hey!
And we are here to review Kubo and the Two Strings.
Kubo and the Two Strings. It's been a couple of weeks since we've done a good review. We've been really busy with our summer stuff going
things
on.
have been hectic.
Been really hectic, but we're glad to be back.
And we're back to show you guys an underrated modern classic.
Yes. Kubo and the Two Strings. We need to do this, though, without giving away too much stuff.
Our motto is no spoilers.
No spoilers. But basically, it's a story about a boy named Kubo and his family. And it's hard to explain besides that.
Because this movie is so complex, it's hard to not reveal any spoilers.
This is of course an animated movie. Who's it made by?
It was made by the folks at Leica.
And they also gave us what other two movies here in the recent years?
Coraline and Paranorman.
Coraline and Paranorman. So it's stop motion. It's stop motion animation,
which is a welcome change.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I think the industry needs more of those.
Yeah, it was very well done. But like I said, it's the story of good against evil. Kubo and his mother are good, and then the rest of the family is bad, and they're a battle. You can't. Like I said, we can't really tell too much because this is a movie that starts out and you don't know hardly anything about what's going on.
Once the movie continues onward, it builds on the characters.
It slowly builds the characters
and
slowly builds their relationships.
They start
slowly
to make
builds
sense.
The story, and it gradually and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger towards the epic ending of the movie. It is honestly very, very, very well done.
And quite a shame.
It's quite a shame that it's not more popularized. It really wasn't advertised that much. You just saw it on TV for a little bit there.
And then it was just cut.
And then it was gone. But Matthew McConaughey plays one of the major roles. Charlize Theron, one of my favorite actresses, plays one of the major roles. What do you think about the animation?
Breathtaking. Holy crap.
It was very well animated.
It was like realistic half the time. The backgrounds were absolutely stunning.
Mm-hmm. And doing that with stop motion
is incredible.
Yeah, it is.
This is around the only stop motion animation studio to do this prior to this was Aardman, who is really famous for the Wallace and Gromit shorts.
And Chicken Run.
Yeah.
I like chicken. But yeah, it was really very well animated. What do you think about the story?
Gripping till the very end. That's all I'll say about it.
Like I said, the story starts out and you know nothing. Like you go into this movie, they didn't tell you nothing in the previews of it. That's why I don't want to tell you nothing now. It's really a very well told story.
It's gripping, it's intriguing, it has focus, it has interest in the viewer.
It's got surprises.
That you said, that makes you think, what?
But it's really good. It's really very well good. Honestly,
actually, I haven't had a movie do that to me since Zootopia.
No, this is the best animated movie since Zootopia. And honestly, it's in my top 3 of the entire year. But Kung Fu Panda 3, Zootopia, and now Kubo are really the top 3. And the movies were totally different. Where Kung Fu Panda was a cartoon.
It was an action comedy packed with some awesomeness and some
bodaciousness and awesomeness. Yes.
Yes.
Kung Fu Panda is Kung Fu Panda.
And then we got Zootopia.
Zootopia, which was a mystery.
Entourage, espionage.
Mystery top. And then you have Kubo, which was an epic story. I mean, you could tell this was not written by a cartoonist. It was not written by an animator. It was written by a storyteller. I mean, this is a story, and it's very well told. It's very well done. What about the characters?
Wow.
good characters. Very likable characters.
They get more likable as the movie progresses.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll say it's one of those movies you can feel yourself getting attached to the story. You really, really get into the story.
And then you want to know what's going on next.
Mm-hmm. And when it's over, you're like, oh, more. You wanted the movie to keep on going, even though it was good. It was really, 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 really good. Epic.
It has a great animation, some of the best animation we've seen in a while.
Mm-hmm. Best animation since Zootopia.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It also gave us not only that, but a gripping and breathtaking story that has a lot of twists and turns.
Unlike a lot of movies, the story was the highlight of this film.
Wow. Yeah. That makes
think about that. Think about that. It wasn't the great animation. Wasn't the Matthew McConaughey's and Charlize Theron's. It wasn't the fight scenes, even though there were some really good. It was the story.
The story, my goodness, I'm just blown away.
The story was really, really well done. Really well written.
Let's go back. Now let's get back, and when I thought of this on the ride home, I definitely came to me. The great voice acting.
Mm-hmm.
The voice acting was really solid in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
It was really solid. Rock hard. Hit your head on the pavement hard.
Yeah, great animation, great acting, great characters.
It also had a great moral.
Mm-hmm. It had good morals. It like I said, it told a good story.
And it treated its audience like mature adults.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't treat them like 2-year-old kids.
Yeah. This isn't a movie for 3 and 4-year-olds. This isn't an animated movie for 3 and 4-year-olds. It's more of your mid.
It appeals to every audience while telling a really good story.
Yeah, if you're in for a good story, now not even animation. If you just like a good story,
period.
You don't have to watch this for it to be an animated. You can watch this just to be a movie. It stands on its own outside of being animated.
Oh man, I just love the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Did you love the movie?
Yeah, I said it's in my top 5 movies of the entire year period of any type of movie. And that's counting all of the Marvels and everything we've seen. It's in the top 5. It's really, really.
Do you think
really
it can
good.
jump Civil War?
I don't know. Civil War was really good, but it's just as.
We'll have to think about that.
It's just as good of a story telling.
We'll have to think about that in the list. But you guys don't get to know until that's released.
Yeah, we've got a top 10 list of the year coming up towards the end of the year, but teaser. But anyways, yeah, it was really, really good. You want to go ahead and do a little rating on it? You want to explain the rating?
Rating here is 1 being completely and utterly horrible.
Clap, 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 clap.
And 10 being the best thing ever.
Awesome.
And 0 being
food fight. That's the only movie we've ever watched that was a 0.
And it deserved it.
It deserved a 0. Okay, now we don't use stars. We don't give it 4 stars. Or 5
generic
stars.
critic talk.
Crap. We pull something out of the movie and use it for ratings. Like in Kung Fu Panda, we used
dumpling time, dumpling time, dumpling time.
We used dumplings because that was Poe's favorite food was dumplings.
I love saying that.
Dumplings, yeah. So what do we want to use out of Kubo?
Let's just use masks.
Masks or magic, or they use magic.
Let's use Chinese stuff, or
they use paper. What were the characters? Origami.
Origami, yeah.
Origami.
Let's use origami.
You want to use origami? Okay, 1 origami being crap origami. 10 origami
being a masterful piece of
art. How much origami do you give Kubo and the 2 strings?
This movie's far from an 8.
It's
definitely
way up there, yeah.
Dang nabbit. I'm going to give it a 9.4, darn near close to a 9.5. It's just a fantastic movie from beginning to end that grips you with its awesome story and wows your eyeballs with its awesome animation and gets you into the characters as the movie progresses. And it makes you like them more and it makes you think about what the moral of the movie was about.
and it makes you talk about it an hour later after you're sitting at home or you're driving home, you're still thinking about the movie. I would give it a solid 9.5 too. It was, I mean, it's really up there in my top of the entire year. It is worth spending the $11, whatever it costs to go watch this movie. Go watch it. It's worth the money.
This is enough for me to believe that Leica is for real, really.
Yeah. They've been getting a little better and a little better with each movie. I said, I wish they would have really pushed this movie more to where more people would
now
go to see it.
Now let's get to the controversy.
Mm-hmm.
The box office results. Boy, did it crush me to see what the actual box office results were.
Mm-hmm. It cost us, its budget was $60 million, and right now it's only made about 50, right?
Yeah, 50 million.
50 million.
Which would make this a flop.
But it's still in the top 10 money-making movies. So I think that it'll go past its budget. But honestly, this should be a $100 million movie.
It deserves to be more recognized. Yeah. It deserves to be more better advertising. Could have served this movie better.
There's very few movies that I would go back and see a second time.
This is one of them.
This is one of those movies.
I would go back
and watch it again.
It's just grips you by the heels.
Yeah, very, very good. So that's it. We're going to try to get back on track and do a little bit more. There's actually 2 more movies out. There's another movie out right now, plus Storks is coming out.
And The Wildlife.
We've got some cartoons coming up. We got
Space Ghost Coast to Coast.
Space Ghost Coast to Coast is coming up pretty soon. and some more modern cartoons too.
And we're here to announce a rant to rave. We just found something.
Yeah, we'll have a rant to rave pretty soon. We'll just be looking for that rant to rave. It'll be coming up maybe tomorrow. Possibility.
Who knows?
But watch and see. Other than that, I think we're done, right?
Dad gets ready to do his disappearing act.
Yes, I'm going to do the disappearing act.
See you next week.